Get you a drink, buddy.
I might need your help getting the creatine down. Do you mind grabbing it? I'm gonna go ahead and take some. Oh, I start my lunches out with some creatine. I might just take my hair down. It looks better on camera. Nice.
Okay, eat the rest of your tuna.
Hi, anyone that's joining, hello. Happy Friday, everybody. I think it's Friday, right? Yeah, it's Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. No one's really joining. Hello. Anyone that might be joining. My name is Rebecca, and I am on a weight loss journey. I'm about to fix my lunch that I have literally every day. I have the same breakfast and the same lunch every day. So join me for lunch if you like. Happy Friday, everybody. Hi, anyone that's joining. My name is Rebecca, and I'm on a weight loss journey. I'm 26 pounds down since January, just doing all the right things. I'm not on a GLP-1. I'm not on any kind of fad diet. I'm just doing everything I'm supposed to do. I am, my toddler's about to go down for his nap. I just laid my baby down for her nap. My husband's gonna help him get to sleep while I fix lunch. I'm just about to fix the same lunch I have every day. It's helped me lose 26 pounds. And I always start out. Yeah, you're getting into your climbing phase, that's for sure. We just spent a morning at the park, and I'm already at 5,600 steps. What steps are you at today? My goal is, I always hit 10,000 steps every day. I've done that since January, and that's what's helped me, along with going to the gym. Help. You need help? Help down? Yeah, he's about to go down for his nap, so don't think I'm ignoring my toddler. Daddy's got him until he goes down for his nap. So I also am hitting the gym 3 or 4 times a week and building muscle while I'm trying to lose weight. So creatine helps with that. This is the worst part of my lunch and day. I just dry scoop it because I hate adding it to my drink because it just leaves like a powdery texture. So I'm still committed. I'm still taking my creatine. If you're hitting the gym, you should take your creatine too. So here's your reminder, everybody. Hit your creatine. You're up high. You climbed up on the table. Hi, for anyone that's joining. Hello. Happy Friday, everybody. I am just about to fix my lunch for today. I am on a weight loss journey. I'm already 26 pounds down, so close to 30. That is my short-term goal, was 30 pounds. My long-term is 60 pounds. So follow me, join me on my journey if you want to see me lose weight in real time the right way. I'm not on a GLP-1. I'm not on any kind of fad diet. I'm just doing everything I'm supposed to do. Even with being a mom of 2 babies, I had 2 under 2 and I'm still on this journey, and so you can do it too. So I always start out my lunch with drinking a lot of water, and I just had some creatine.
All right, Malcolm, come on.
Someone just texted me. Oh, thank you for the follow. Thank you, Serenity. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, you can tell he's getting fussy. He's ready for his nap. I know my baby. I knew it was time. Daddy's taking him down to his nap. So now I have a little time to get on for lunch. But I'm going to spend my day with my husband because he's off work today. So I'm not going to be on live for as long today. I'm normally on here a while. But it's 11:45. I'm determined not to be on here longer than 12:45. Just enough for me to get some food. Might have to turn my notifications off. Let me get some gummies first. So yeah, I always start out my lunches with having a lot of water and some gummies. This is some ashwagandha. Just keeps me from being like super hungry when I eat. I don't think it's good to be so hungry when you eat. It's also just a good reminder to get your water. We need to hydrate, especially if you're hitting the gym, especially if you're walking, and really just in general, everyone needs their water. So, bless you. We got our baby set up good. We went to the park today and got them tired and wore out, so they are so ready for a nap. Pro parenting out here. Get to the park early if you're parents. Get to the park early, wear your kids out. By lunchtime, you'll have a little time to eat. Put your babies down for a nap. It's perfect. All right, I'm gonna actually turn you this way a little bit now that my baby's down. I don't like to get my babies on camera because there's too many creeps on here. Ah, what about this morning?
Sorry.
He jumped in front of me. All right, I'm gonna just grab my stuff over here.
There you go.
Did you finish up that cheese or is it still sitting out?
Me and Malcolm finished with it.
Okay, I'll just open another. Hello, hello. Welcome anyone that's joining. I don't seem to have many right now, but for anyone that might be here, my name is Rebecca. I'm on a weight loss journey. I am 26 pounds down so far since January. I'm really proud of myself. And I'm just fixing the same lunch I have every day. I try to get on live every day for lunch because, yeah, this is what I'm always fixing. It's the easiest time for me to get on here. Can you check on her and make sure she went down?
She's playing.
Oh.
Kicking
She's
it.
tired though. She was falling asleep already.
Should I put her back on her belly? She's on her back again.
Maybe, or... Yeah, because if she falls asleep on her back, she ain't going to stay asleep. But if she's playing, she's just going to do it again. If she's not ready, she's not ready. Do we have more Celsius somewhere, Karen? There's none in the fridge.
We got tons, we just gotta restock.
No, I want a cold one.
You're not in there?
I got the last one.
Okay, I'll put more in there.
Alright, so I always drink a Celsius for the day. Oh, hi, Beth. I can always tell when you're here, girl. You always bomb my likes. I love it. You're so supportive. So yeah, I am drinking my Celsius for the day. It is a watermelon. I love watermelon. And so let's start cutting up our food and getting everything on our plates.
I'll restock real quick.
Okay. Appreciate you. So I'm just having what I like to call just like a snack plate. Someone said this is very similar to someone else's plate. I'm not sure. This is just something literally I've had since January every day. It's just really easy for me to pull together and keeps me in my macros. Try not to eat too hefty for lunch. I feel like supper is the meal that I go a little more like hefty on. So I try to get about an ounce of cheese. Again, I would encourage using a scale, but once you've done this long enough, you pretty much know your portions, and that's another reason I encourage getting used to eating a lot of the same things over and over, because that helps in so many ways, including the scale. Like, you know your portions after you've done it so many times. You just have to trust yourself to actually do the right portions and not overdo it. So we're doing about an ounce of cheese. And then I'm gonna get some chicken. Same, a bigger dinner helps me sleep better. I can sleep. I can skimp on lunch. Yes, Beth, absolutely. Is that the white cheddar from Aldi? I just got that and haven't tried it. Yes, it is. It's so good, honestly, and it's about the same price as like the cheaper stuff. Like the cheapest Aldi's cheese, whatever that brand is called. This is literally like the same price and so much better. So yeah, I would highly recommend this. This is so good. But again, you have to stick to about an ounce because cheese can add up on calories really quickly. So definitely portion your stuff out. Definitely don't overdo it, but you can still enjoy it. Now I'm getting some of the rotisserie chicken deli chicken from Aldi's as well. You'll see there's a running trend. Like, I clearly shop at Aldi's a lot. And when you're on a high protein diet, I mean, you really kind of have to shop at like cheaper places too. You got to save a buck wherever you can because high protein can really add up and cost. Let's see. That's 4. Was that 4? 1, 2, 3. Let me get one more. I usually try to get about 4 slices. Thank you for the likes, Beth. I see you, girl. I'm trying to see these comments. Yes, hi Franklin. Thank you for joining. Thank you for the comments and all the engagement. Y'all are awesome. I'm gonna try my best to keep this to a quicker live today because my husband is home and I want to actually spend time with him, and time can fly so quickly on these lives, especially when y'all are so engaging and keep the conversation going, and I just don't even realize how much time flies. So yeah, I'm going to keep it to an hour today. I don't even care. I want to spend time with my husband too. I just laid my babies down. So, oh, thank you for the follow. Thank you, Madeline. Let's see. Yes, Franklin, this is cheese. This is a lunch I have pretty much every day. And this is the 3 core parts of this lunch. The 3 core parts of my lunch, my daily lunch I've had every day since January, would be these 3 things. Some sort of deli meat, like with high protein. So that's either chicken or turkey. Sometimes I'll switch that out for tuna, but it's usually chicken. And then an ounce of cheese, and then some mixed nuts. Again, you have to portion this out because if you overdo it, calories can add up quick. So I'm just used to it because I've done it literally every day, but I would recommend if you're starting out, heavily use a scale, please. Figure out your portions. And then I'll usually grab some sort of carb. Oh, I forgot I got this. Oh, heck yeah, I'm getting some of this. So I just finished up my sweet potato chips yesterday. So sad, but I forgot I got these. We got some spicy queso chips. Because I'm over here preaching, chips are not the enemy, carbs are not the enemy. You are your own enemy if you can't figure out how to portion control the stuff you want to enjoy. So, That's probably about enough right there. Chips are usually about the same amount of portions every time. It's a small amount, like just about like a handful. And they're always like the same amount of calories. It's usually like 150 calories for like, yeah, 28 grams, which is usually about that amount right there. And that amount normally for most people is not enough until you make it enough. Now that amount of chips is going to be enough for me because I'm having it with so many other things. So that's going to be the part that I really enjoy, that I'm really going to look forward to eating. And the rest is stuff I have every day. Let me put my chips up. And I'm still going to have enough calories to have a little, like, something light and sweet with that. Oh, thank you for the follow. Thank you. Can't see your name next to the light. Is it Claudia? That's a pretty name. Exactly, portion control. Yes, thank you. As an Aldi girly too, I love seeing what you're getting so I can get some more. Yes. I'm also doing like Aldi's grocery hauls, so follow me for sure, and like, yeah, check out all the times that I go grocery shopping at Aldi's and what I get there. I always try to make a video when I do. What did I have for breakfast? Great question, Sierra. I will go over that in a minute for sure, but I'm gonna have some yogis with my plate today. Only 80 calories, 3 grams of fiber, because fiber is also so important in your diet. So that completes my snack plate for today. Look at that. Look at that. This is only going to be like 550 calories, and it's going to fill me up. This is what we call volume, everybody. This is how we stay full for hours. All right, so this is my plate, and it consists of deli meat chicken. We have about 1 ounce of white cheddar cheese, some mixed nuts right here, and then we have some chips. I'm really looking forward to these. These are some spicy queso from Aldi's, and then we have a little thing of yogis, and I'm going to drink a watermelon Celsius. I can't wait. I love the watermelon. One of my favorites. So tell me that, yeah, she even said, your lunch looks amazing. Thank you, Sierra. I think it does too. There's a reason I have been eating pretty much the same thing since January. This has helped me lose weight. Having the same thing for lunch, having the same thing for breakfast has really helped me on my journey. So come with me if you want to eat lunch with me. Grab yourself a bite. Let's just have lunch together for like about an hour. I'm going to transition over to my living room while I eat, so just wait there a second. Here, I'm unplugging this thing. Unless you want to move it.
Fine.
Oh, that's hot. Nope, I was gonna open up the door for more light, but it is so hot outside. I could feel. I was gonna open up the door for more light, but it is so hot outside. I could feel the heat immediately. All right, so we're gonna transition over to the living room. Ignore my messy house. Just pay attention to my plate. How beautiful that lunch looks. Don't you want a piece of that? It looks so good. And look, I still get to enjoy chips. How many people tell you you can still eat chips and lose weight, you know? And get your protein in and all of that. Okay. Thank you for all the likes, Bath, and everybody else. I'm at 2,800 likes. Y'all are amazing. Okay, so we're here. This is my plate. Just, let me move this around. I like to move my plate around so that anyone that joins can kind of see what I'm eating. Get a good idea, and then they usually like to ask, what am I eating? All right. So there we go. I want a bite of this first. See how these taste. Wow, I wasn't expecting that flavor. How do I even describe it? It's almost like barbecue. That is good. But like spicy, I taste the cheese. That's really good. That's a win. Okay, y'all, I'm not staying on here past 12:45, okay? I promised my husband I'm only staying on here for an hour. Because I want to spend time with him too. It's rare that I get him off work. So I'm also going to go ahead and pop open my Celsius. It's time for my press-on nails test. We're going on almost 3 weeks that I've had these nails on. Not one has come off yet. So let's see if they can hold out opening this can. All right, let's see. Is this going to be the day? Are they going to break? Are they going to pop off? Not today. That watermelon is so good. This lunch is delicious. It's making me happy. I'm telling you, I don't care if I've had this same thing since January. I still get excited to eat it. So I guess you can call this a mukbang, whatever you want to call it, but this is like a healthy mukbang. This is me encouraging you to meet your protein goals, go hit your steps, go hit the gym. Go take care of yourself this summer. I don't care if it's too late to get a summer body. We're not focusing on a summer body. We're taking care of our lifestyle bodies. Maybe next summer. Start focusing on next summer. How much can you do in a year if you lock in now? That was my goal. I locked in January. Locked in. Committed. Said no excuses. No matter what. Every day. If I have to make videos every day of what excuses I'm pushing past, then that's what I'll do. And I did that for the longest. Until pushing past excuses got easier and easier. But I locked in. I found my calorie deficit. Focusing on high protein. I found the meals like this that work for me. And I've stuck with them because it works. Why change that? Why do something different? And I walk 10,000 steps every day because I'm not putting in all this work for my food. The results not show. So what's going to help the results show from what I'm doing in the kitchen? Walking. At the very least, walking. Moving my body. Getting up. Getting those steps in. You know? What's going to really push that to the extra mile? Hitting the gym. So, Christian said charcuterie board vibes. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. I swear I keep getting this one call. And it's so spam. I need to turn off my notifications. But yeah, I guess you could say it's a charcuterie board. I had one lady get mad at me. And she was just like, you would have way less calories if you just ate a sandwich. You already have the meat and the cheese. Just eat a sandwich. It would be way less than the goldfish. At the time she was calling me out, she was mad I was eating goldfish. I was like, man, goldfish are 120 calories. For those little bags that they come in, they're 120 calories. Which is amazing because that's even less than these chips. I hope you know. 120 calories. The normal slices of bread are like 150 calories for 2 slices. I would much rather have my meat and cheese broken up like this. It takes me longer to eat. I'm not just downing the meat and cheese in one bite with some bland bread. Like, I would much rather have my tasty goldfish than the bread. That's just my substitution, you know? So it's just however you want to eat, you know? Yes, doing that also helps you eat slower. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's why, like, I stay on these lives during lunch and I end up being on here for closer to 2 hours because between talking to y'all and trying to eat all this, it takes me forever to finish because I'm eating slow. Next thing I know, supper's coming around and I'm not even hungry yet because I feel like I just finished lunch, you know? Noelle asked, what's on your plate? Thank you for the question, Noelle. I like your name. Yes, so I am eating some deli chicken. Rotisserie style chicken. I like the rotisserie because it gives it more flavor. Some white cheddar cheese. About an ounce of the cheese. We got some mixed nuts. And then some spicy queso chips that I got from Aldi's. They're really good. Noelle said, thank you. You're welcome. Wow, 4,000 likes. Bath, girlfriend. outdoing yourself. So yeah, for anyone that might have just joined or started watching, I'll just reintroduce myself again. My name is Rebecca. I am on a weight loss journey. I'm already 26 pounds down, and I just locked in January, and decided discipline was going to be over the motivation for me. It wasn't about how motivated I was. It was about how disciplined and how committed I was going to be. So, oh no, Bath, absolutely not. No, I love the engagement. I think that's really sweet. She said, if it's ever annoying, just let me know. No way. I love seeing your commitment, if nothing else. So yeah, I just locked in January, and I decided I was going to do 3 things. Sticking to a calorie deficit that focuses on high protein, because honestly, if I can't do that diet, I can't do anything. If I'm being for real with you, that's one of the easiest diets you could ever do. Ever. And if you can't do that, I'm telling you, if you cannot at the very least do a calorie deficit, you can't do anything. I'm telling you. So along with that, I walk 10,000 steps every single day. And again, I will repeat the same statement. If you can't at the very least walk 10,000 steps every day, you can't do anything. Because when I tell you walking is the easiest thing I've ever done. I'm not telling you to go run. I'm not telling you to go hit the Stairmaster. I'm not even telling you to get on the treadmill and do 12 through 30. I'm just telling you to do basic walking. Most average paced walking. And, yeah, and that, like, is enough. You just have to do a lot of it. You just have to do 10,000 steps, which is usually, like, maybe an hour out of your day. But that's very doable. And again, if you can't at the very least do that, I don't know what you could do, because that's too easy. And then along with that, I also hit the gym 3 or 4 times a week, because I already know I'm going to be losing weight. I already know just doing this alone, doing this and walking alone is going to help me lose the weight, but I don't want to just lose the weight. I want to put on muscle. I don't want to lose weight and then feel like, I've seen so many girls do it where they lose weight and then it's just like a pencil. I want some curves on my body, and muscle is what gives you curves. Muscle is what helps you get some shape in your body. It doesn't make you look like a man. It makes you look good. And heck, I like just being strong. I'm doing like 40 pounds on the skull crushers, and anyone that's in the gym knows that that is a feat. And I'm doing 40 pounds with biceps. I'm super proud of myself. I am killing it, and I feel so strong, and I just feel like I'm getting to the point where even men are looking like, hot dang, that girl is doing it. I'm looking through some of these comments. Zoe said, I just get confused on a calorie deficit, to be honest. Overthink too much. LMAO. Yes, I can understand. I don't know if you're using an app, but using an app really helped me. And honestly, it's just trying not to overthink it. If you're trying to focus on high protein, then yes, there's a lot of like core things you're just going to have in your diet. You're going to be eating a lot of cottage cheese. You're going to be eating a lot of Greek yogurt. You're going to be eating a lot of chicken, probably some protein shakes in there. There's just a lot of like core things you're probably just going to have to add to your diet. Figure out how to put that into your routine. And once you do, I mean, again, at least you're not like on the carnivore diet or the keto diet, where that to me is just so super restrictive. It's almost impossible to do. I'm super amazed at anyone that can. But I'm just saying, to me, this is way easier. But the app that I use, if you want to look it up, is My Net Diary. I really like it. Bath said, walking helps me get rid of my cottage cheese on my thighs. So happy about it. Yes. So many people will tell you. There's so many testimonies on here of people saying, if you don't feel like doing anything else, just go walk. Like, at least put that habit into your life. Because just doing that alone transforms so many people. Just go walk. Just get used to movement. Get off the couch. Stop scrolling through TikTok. And you know what else? You know what else, actually? You can still doom scroll on TikTok while you're walking. the amount of times I've even had to just do that walking in my living room because my babies were asleep and I'm like, well, I can't really go outside now, so I'm just going to walk back and forth in my living room. That adds up steps. I'm telling you, you can walk anywhere. You have a hallway, go walk your hallway. You know, you want to walk your driveway? Go walk your driveway. I've got so many videos on here of me just literally showing you can walk anywhere. Because I've had to do it. I've had to just go walk my hallways. I've had to just go find a driveway. Walk back and forth in my living room. Like, there's really no excuse not to walk. Because it's not like when you're running, you have to find a place you can run for a while, you know? Or at the very least, get on a treadmill. You don't even have to get on a treadmill for walking. Just walk anywhere. Walk in your kitchen. Walk while you're cooking your food. Just walk. Just move. Get your body used to moving. Thank you, Becky. Thank you for all the likes. Thank you, Carmen. Thank you for all the likes as well. Well, I'm at 6,000 likes. I'm gonna try another one of these chips. Some spicy queso chips from Aldi's, if anyone's wondering. They're very good, but I can't figure out what it is that I'm tasting in there. And it's just not what I was expecting. It's almost like a smoky, like barbecue flavor. Ella, thank you for the likes. Thank you. Yeah, so we went to the park this morning, and my husband stayed with my toddler and like pushed him on the swings and stuff. And I put my baby in the stroller and walked in the park while my husband was with the toddler. And yeah, so because of that, I'm already at 5,600 steps. And I love that. It's only 12 o'clock and I'm already at 5,600. It's going to be a breeze to get to 10,000 today. I would anyways, but sometimes it can be a more of a struggle at the end of the day to get to the end of my steps. But on days like this, I'm already planning on going to the gym later with my husband as well, so I'll get my steps in there. So yeah, my steps today are going to be a breeze. So let me motivate you and inspire you. Go get your steps in. Go walk while it's pretty. I know it's hot today though. So if you can't get outside because it's too hot, walk your living room. Walk while you're watching me. If you're watching me right now, just hop up. Get off that couch. Get off that chair. Start getting those steps in. That's just what's so nice about it. You can literally do it anywhere. We went to the beach even like a month ago. And I was like, well, that's one thing I'm not going to have to worry about. How can I not get my steps in while I'm at the beach? You know, I'll just walk the beach. And sure enough, that was the easiest steps that I've ever gotten. Like every day I was hitting like records. I think I even got like 15,000 steps or more. Just because like who doesn't want to walk on the beach? Bass said I didn't get my walk in until 5 p.m. yesterday, but I'm glad I got it done. And you're going to have days like that. Absolutely. That's probably more. I probably have more days like that than not, to be honest. That's why I'm so happy that I'm already at so many steps, because that doesn't happen often. But as long as you get it in, I don't care if it's not until like 11 o'clock at night and you're feeling guilty because you haven't done it yet. Well, it's not too late. Start walking your living room if you haven't done it yet. You know, don't wait too long because, I mean, usually get to 10,000, you need to walk like at least an hour or more. But I don't care how late it is. I don't care if everybody else is to bed and you're the only one up in your house and you want to get some walking in, start walking your house. Walk your hallways. Walk your kitchen. Walk your living room. If you're in a house, you got somewhere to walk. Yeah. Thank you, Vanita. Wow. That's a pretty name. I don't know if I've even heard that before. Vanita. That's pretty. Sorry, I'm trying to munch more instead of talking because I'm determined to get off of here at 12:45 so I can spend time with my husband. I'm trying to figure out that flavor. I swear, it's more like barbecue, but I know there's barbecue chips, but it doesn't taste like barbecue chips. It's more like a smoked barbecue flavor than spicy queso. Bath asked, does the gym you go to have childcare? No, I wish it did. Because even though I have amazing babysitters, I know there's a lot of moms out there who can't go to the gym solely because they need help watching the kids. I know I've heard of that YMCAs offer it, but like I don't have a YMCA near me. But I credit my babysitters all the time. I could not hit the gym pretty much at all if I didn't have that help. However, I will say if you have an amazing husband, sometimes that can help if you don't have babysitters, because there has been times where even with the amount of help we have, there's been times where we didn't have anybody available to watch them. So me and him just switched out. I stayed home while he went to the gym, and then he stayed home while I went to the gym. You know, and those are times where you try to have quicker sessions at the gym, but you can still get everything in that you need. And yeah, that does kind of suck a little more because I'd rather go with him. But if it's a priority in your life, you can do it. You'll find a way. Bass says a supportive partner makes all the difference, for sure. Yep. There's so many things in my life I just am like, I couldn't do any of it if I didn't have him, you know. My husband is definitely my best friend. He's the reason I'm so good in this journey and so good as a mother. Like, yeah, my kids are amazing and they're great and people credit me for that, but I'm like, it's a lot of him too. He's an amazing dad, an amazing husband, and an amazing partner for getting my health together as well. Hi, Coco. Welcome, girl. Happy Friday. Oh, thank you for the likes. Wow, every time I look up, the amount of likes are like crazy. I'm at 8,000. Thank you, Coco. Yes, my lunch it's very good. So I'm just eating a lot of the same regular. We've got deli chicken, white cheddar cheese, and then nuts. But these chips are different. This is some spicy queso from Aldi's. And then I'm gonna have some of these yogis as per usual. I'm sad because this was my last one. This is my last bag. I'm gonna like cherish every bite. Because Sam's doesn't seem to be having them anymore. They're not putting them back in stock. I got them at Sam's Club. So they're so good, and I'm just like, where can I get them? Someone recommended me to look them up on Amazon yesterday, and I looked them up, and they were way too expensive on Amazon. Of course, I knew they would be. So I don't know where I'm gonna be able to get them now, but they're so good. Coco said, I found some pretzels at Walmart. They're thin stick pretzels. You have 94 in a serving, and it's 120 calories a serving. That That does sound good. It sounds very similar to chips or goldfish. That's what I always have. The only thing about those is like they say, oh, you can have 94. So that sounds like a lot. I would still, like, if you have a scale, weigh that out because that can add up quicker than you think. But yeah, I love pretzels, especially if you dip it in mustard because mustard is like 0 calories. I don't know if that's a thing y'all like to do, but I love dipping my pretzels in mustard. They're so good. She said, I think Jonah, she said, Sam's got rid of my favorite quick minute rice bowls. Yeah, that's one thing about Sam's is like when they get rid of stuff, I don't know if they'll ever get it back. I fix biscuits a lot, and my favorite flour to use is White Lily, and they always had them in bulk, the White Lily flour at Sam's, and they went out of stock and never got them back. And also sweet potato fries. Sweet potato fries are so good for this kind of diet. And they had the best sweet potato fries at Sam's. The Members Mark brand and everything. So I thought for sure they'll keep those in stock. Nope. They're gone. And I loved them. Yeah, Coco said, I only do a half serving because I still feel like it's a lot. Yeah. And that's why the scale can help. Because you probably are allowed more than you realize. You know, you can have more than you think you could, but also at the same time, you could be eating more than you should. That's why the scale helps, because it just guarantees you're getting the right portion, and you don't have to individually count out, you know, like it says 94 sticks. Who's going to sit there and count out 94 sticks? But it should also have a weight in there of like how many grams that also equals out to, and that's where a scale really helps. Bath, are your thumbs not hurting, ma'am? I'm at 9,000 likes. You are amazing. You are committed. Ginger, I've emailed Sam's and the company of things they were out of, and they brought it back. They brought back what? The rice bowls? Because maybe I need to message them for the sweet potato fries. I love those. Bath, I just want it to be 10K. Goals. Oh, you're about there. You're about there, girl. Oh my goodness. My husband's sending me texts. Y'all, I've only got 20 more minutes on here, okay? 20 minutes. 20 minutes! I'm not staying on here any longer than that. I promised him I would keep this to an hour. It's been bad because y'all are so interactive with me the past few days. And it's made it so fun for me that I'll be on here for like an hour and 45 minutes and not even realize. And then I'm like, man, all that time is gone. And now my babies are about to wake up. And it's like, I don't want to spend all my time on live, but it's fun when y'all are so interactive. I love that. I do know right now at Sam's they have those Island Way sorbets. The ones that used to be at Costco. And I think it's only for a limited time. It's those ice creams. Like they have different various flavors in them. They're so good. I've got videos on my channel of me trying them. And yeah. Those are so good. Y'all should go get them while you can because it's a limited time. And I love it because you'll get ones like the mango. It's only 70 calories. And then I think the grapefruit is like 110. But the lemon is also like 80 calories. They're all really low on calories, especially for ice cream. So it's like a little treat you can have and enjoy. Ginger, thank you for the likes. I'm starting to lose people on here anyway, so I might cut it even shorter. That's the thing with TikTok, and it's absolutely killing me. Is like I'm gaining followers like crazy. I'm over 1,000 followers, but like my videos literally struggle to even hit 300 views anymore. And I don't understand. And I feel like I'm putting out so much content because, again, I'm hitting the gym constantly. I'm walking 10,000 steps. I'm always eating in a calorie deficit. So I feel like I have a lot of content to put out as far as all that. It just like doesn't push my stuff out. So that's discouraging a little bit. It makes me just want to stop making videos at all. But who knows? Maybe they'll bounce up again. Thank you, Bose. Thank you for the likes. Wow, I'm at 11,000 likes. Thank you, Miranda. Thank you, Ginger. So, yeah. Anyone that might have just joined, I'll just go over it again. My name is Rebecca. I'm on a weight loss journey. I'm already down 26 pounds. And, yeah, I'm just doing all the right things. I'm not on a GLP-1. I walk 10,000 steps every day. I'm on a calorie deficit that focuses on high protein because I also hit the gym and I'm building muscle. Oh, thank you for the follow, Carrie. Thank you. Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, so I feel like I've been documenting my journey since January when I started because I already knew I was going to lock in so hard. I might as well document it. I might as well show my journey along the way. And, so now it's like if you just want to follow someone just to see like their personal transformation, because again, since January, I'm already 26 pounds down. Who knows what I'll be, when I get to, like January. That'll be a whole year for me. Monet asked, what's your biggest advice when first starting going to the gym? That's a great question, Monet. First of all, I would ask yourself, how much anxiety do you have just for going to the gym? Do you not care at all? Do you care about people watching you? Do you care about, like, is that going to affect you? Are you heavily, like, not wanting to go solely because, like, people are going to watch you and see how big you are, how you think you're big, and you're worried people are going to judge you? Because if that's the thing, then you need to start going to the gym for different reasons at first. Like, you just need to go to the gym and get used to going. Even if you do nothing but just pull into the parking lot and get yourself into a routine of getting there. Because just going to the gym can be one of the biggest steps. Like, just getting yourself into the routine of getting dressed for the gym. You know, bringing your water bottle, bringing your headphones, like, knowing what all you want to bring with you. And like just getting yourself out of the house, pulling into the parking lot, you know, and just walking into the gym. Just all of those steps right there can be the hardest first steps of just getting there. So doing that and getting used to it is like such a feat in and of itself. And then you'll realize you're actually getting used to it. You're so right for that, Monet said. And she asked, what is my favorite machines? So, yeah, and once you get past all that, I would recommend when you're starting out, not to even focus on weight training because you need to focus on what you're eating in the kitchen first and how much you're walking first. So I would even just walk the treadmill and let it help you get your steps in. Don't even worry about running or what your incline is. Just get in there, get past that anxiety of going to the gym, get used to just going to the gym and walking the treadmill and let it help you get your steps in, and then you'll be ready to start lifting weights. So when I lift weights, I do 3 days at the gym. I focus on push, pull, and leg. So like yesterday was a pull day. So we went to the lat pull down machines. That's where you're going like that. And then when I did the seated row, where you're pulling like that. And then I did rear delts, where you're going like that. And then I did biceps with the bar, going like that at the bench. So, I even put up a little snippet of a video on my channel if you want to see like exactly what I did yesterday at the gym, kind of. The machines I used anyways. So, and the biggest thing too, when you're starting out using anything, start low. Figure out what weight you need to do. You don't need to overdo it at first. Because I think what people aren't told enough is that when you start out, just about no matter how much weight you do, you're going to be so extremely sore. You're going to be so sore, more than you will be later in your journey. Like, that soreness doesn't stay forever. In fact, I've gotten to a point now where I'm like looking for the soreness. I'm like, I didn't get sore enough. I want to get more sore. But anyways, at first, it's like an overwhelming soreness. It's like you need to make sure you take a Tylenol the next day because you're going to be aching all over. Your body is not used to pushing yourself like that. And I don't think enough people are told that. And then they get that soreness and they're like, I can't do this all the time. This is ridiculous. I can't live like this. This is too much. And it's true. Like, there at first, it is a lot. It is way too much. It's excruciating pain because your body is not used to pushing itself like that. But that doesn't mean to quit. That means it's working. You were quite literally breaking down your muscles and rebuilding them, making them stronger. So you've never done that before. It's gonna hurt. But the problem is there at first is like, even though it's already gonna hurt, you don't want to overdo it. Because just about no matter what you do, you're gonna be overdoing it. Because you're just getting your body used to. So I would recommend, please just go light. If you were just starting out, go light, light, light. Don't try to do heavy weights. Don't try to eat, go lift, and do as much as the other person you're seeing. Please, if you're starting, just go light. But then, your goal eventually, after you're past all that soreness and you're ready to start really hitting it hard, you need to figure out what weight you can do to push to failure. And pushing to failure means you can't do 10 reps on that. So, like, for example, I'll just talk about one machine. So, like, one of the machines I did yesterday was the lat pull down at the gym, which is like I'm reaching up and I'm pulling it down. So it's literally working my lats in my back. What that means is like 1 rep, 2 rep. It needs to be such a heavy amount that by the time I'm getting to 7 reps, I'm like shaking. I'm like, I don't know if I can pull this down. I can't pull it. And that's when people tell you to push. When you can't think you can do anymore, when you're on your last one and you're about to fail, that's when you either hold it or you push a little more. But you can't hardly get to that 10th rep. If it's easy for you to just, I'm doing like 10 reps, no problem, you need to go higher. Your weights need to go harder. You're trying to break down that muscle. So if it's easy, then yeah, you're not going to get any results. The whole point of focusing on a high protein diet, why you need that protein, is because in the gym, you just broke down all of your muscles. So you're trying to rebuild those muscles, and that protein is what's going to rebuild those muscles and make you get bigger, like bigger muscles, stronger muscles. It's going to help you get stronger next time. So constantly at the gym, your goal should be, well, next week I'm going to do one more rep than what I just did. That's why you need to take notes of like everything you're doing, what weight you're doing, how many reps you did it at, because next week you need to be able to do at least one more rep. Like you were struggling to get to 7, next week, all right, you're going to hit 8. You're going to hit 8 reps. And then once you get to 10, no problem, what are you going to do? You're going to up the weight. Because now you need to go back to a lower rep. Like you got to 10, no problem. You're getting to 11 reps, no problem. You're doing 12 reps, no problem. Okay, you need to go up either 5 or 10 pounds. So that's basically what I've learned. That's what's helped me. I see way too many people get in there and they're just like doing that, and I'm like, I just want to go yell at them, up your weight. That looks too easy. You're not doing nothing. You're not breaking any muscles down. You're not, telling your body it needs protein. You're not making yourself sore doing that. You got to push. That's why the gym is always about how much can you push yourself. That's why you hear the phrase pushing to failure. Because I'm not just trying to get 10 reps in or a certain amount of reps in. I'm pushing until I can't push anymore. I'm pushing until I can't literally put one more rep in. And what I'm telling you also is like for girls, that might not be fun because you're making ugly faces. I'm pushing and I'm over here like, oh, I can't. Like, it's not cute. You're not going to get cute pics out of that. It's not for the cutesy girls. It's for the girls who are serious. The girls who mean it. That's why now, when I'm in there using a 40-pound bar on skull crushers, guys are even looking at me and they're like, oh dang, she's been working at that. She's been building muscle. She got strong. She didn't just come in here and do that for nothing. Oh yeah, Ebony said I go to my apartment gym and it can get so awkward when it's just 2 people in there, LOL. Yes, oh my gosh. And why is it that some gyms just like don't have any music, and that makes it even more awkward because you can hear everybody else just like straining and pushing themselves. It's too awkward, but still, gotta do what you gotta do. Amy just followed me. Thank you, Amy. Appreciate it. Welcome. Happy Friday, everybody. I hope y'all are having a good, nutritious lunch. I'm already at 5,700 steps, and yeah, I'm just like, it's just a good Friday so far. We went to the park earlier today, wore my babies out. They're down for a nap right now, so I'm only going to be on here less than 10 minutes. I'm staying till 12:45. I promised my husband no more than an hour, so if y'all have any more comments, stamina. Yeah, I guess that's true. But for someone that's, yeah, JR said it depends on what you want. Pushing with bigger weight is gaining muscle. Lighter with less is stamina. Yeah, that can be true. But I think most people, I feel like they want to build muscle because they're focusing on a high protein diet, but they're confused because they see other people doing that and they don't know which one they're supposed to do. So I'm saying if you were like me and you're on a calorie deficit and you're focusing on a high protein diet, here is why. Here is why you need high protein, because you're breaking down your muscle. You need to up your weights. Thank you for the likes, JR. Because yes, you do see people doing various different things, and there are other people who, but I think most of the time I just see people who are confused and don't know what to do, and they don't understand that they need to constantly be pushing themselves, upping their weights, upping their reps. Every week is a push. Every week you're trying to do better. Every week you're trying to get stronger. If you're still doing a month later, if you're still doing like 20 pounds on a bar and a month later you're still doing 20 pounds, something's wrong. Like, you might not be upping it week by week, you know, and every week there's going to be something, you know, I've even had weeks where it's like, man, I've had to actually drop my weight, and don't get discouraged by that. Sometimes that happens. There's always something going on with our bodies. It could even be solely because you're in a calorie deficit, and sometimes you're weaker because you're in a calorie deficit. However, if it's like a month later and you still are not upping your reps, upping your weight, upping anything, something's wrong. You're not pushing the failure. You're not getting your protein in. Something's wrong there. You should always be either upping your reps or upping your weight. And that's why you got to document everything, so that you can keep track of how much you did the week prior, the month prior. And that makes you even more proud of yourself too, because it's like, man, look how far I've come since January. That's when I started. Look how much I've come since then. I couldn't even do 15-pound bars on the skull crushers. I was struggling with 15. My arms were shaking. I'm doing 40 pounds now. 40. Do y'all hear me? That's crazy. All right, 4 more minutes and I'm hopping off of here. Caitlin, I miss chips. Caitlin, are you the same one yesterday that said you couldn't have your potatoes either? Oh no. Is that why you couldn't have potatoes? Because I'm over here telling you, y'all can have potatoes. You can have chips. I hope it's not just because you're dieting. Okay. I'm sorry you had that surgery. My sister just had that like a month ago, and that was rough. The healing was, she did not like that at all. Sorry about that, girl. That's awful. I hope you heal up quick. Christy Ray just followed me. Thank you. Thank you for the follow. Oh no. Yeah, I can understand. That's a lot to go through already. You're already going through enough. Just like when I had my baby, I knew I wanted to go on a weight loss journey, but I was just like, my body has to heal first. I can't just have my baby. I was ready to start like locking in at 6 weeks postpartum, but I knew, I was like, I got to give myself time to heal. I have to get myself into this newborn routine. So anytime you're going through a big procedure like that, absolutely, you have to put your health first. And I mean, this is healthy, but you have to focus on healing first, rather. I gave it until I was 4 months postpartum before I really locked in. I just knew that would be the perfect amount of time for my body to heal. All right, 2 more minutes, and then I'm hopping off. I've got to go see my husband. Oh, wow. Caitlin, before the surgery, I lost 59 pounds. That's incredible. You should be proud of yourself, truly. That's honestly my goal. I'm wanting to lose 60 pounds altogether, so that's a boost of motivation for me. And I have some people give me an eye like, you've already lost so much weight, you want to lose that much more? Yeah, absolutely. I can still see myself. Don't even play. I don't care. I know I need the weight loss. And they're like, well, don't be starving yourself. I'm not. In fact, this is the most healthy I've ever done. Like, anything. People get all concerned all of a sudden when you start losing weight. They don't care when you gain so quickly. They just care when you lose so quickly. Caitlin said everyone's body is different. Well, especially now that I'm documenting myself and I can film, or I've been putting videos together and seeing myself, I feel like I used to not think I was as bad as I was. I used to think I looked fine and I held my weight well and, you know, I looked good even at 180 pounds. No. I hate when people ask that because it just makes it so, I don't know if you're being mean, but yeah. Way to end my life, I guess. But yeah. Oh. You're probably not being mean, but yeah. I guess it's more noticeable than I realized. But yes, I'm blind in this eye. Someone just asked what happened to my eye. I'm blind in it. I've been blind in it since I was 2. So it goes lazy sometimes. And I like to tell myself that that's not noticeable either, but apparently it is. Caitlin said, heaviest I've ever been is 247. I'm now 188 and still going. Taking a break now for the healing. Yes, absolutely. That is still such an accomplishment, girl. That is a lot. All right, well, I said I was going to hop off at 12:45. It's now 12:46. Thank y'all for joining my live. Please give me a follow if you want to see the rest of my journey. Excuse me. And how much I'm going to lose. So I hope y'all have a great rest of your Friday. Get your steps in. Go hit the gym. Get your calorie deficit. All right. I'll see y'all later. Bye.